This show goes out to all them good dogs. Don't matter if you're a boy or girl dog. Laying around sleeping, getting treats dog. You know those best dogs. Dog.
It's the best dog.
Dog.
Hi, welcome to today's episode of the Best Dog Podcast. I'm Amy.
I'm Rich, and this is Black Knight.
It's not a cat podcast, it's a dog podcast.
He wanted to be in the show today. I can't. He's going to sit here and cry until I pet him, so I got to pet him. So what do we got going on today, babe?
Well, today we're going to talk about a new law that's been in place in our area and could possibly be going, further on than our area soon. Hopefully it does. Well, I hope that it comes out to be a good thing. We're also going to talk about some pet holidays coming up, and how to get your new best friend. And maybe we'll play a game too.
I think we got a game or two.
Yeah.
So what's going on with our new best friends?
We have Brianne from MichianaPet.org, and she's got 2 pups to show us that are available for adoption. So if you are interested in these pups, check them out.
We are super excited to introduce you to 1-year-old brothers Dusty and Johnny. They are big, happy goofballs who are perfectly suited to be lap dogs. Playing, running around, exploring, being silly are just a few of their favorite activities, and as you can see here, they love to be petted. When the boys first arrived, they were so scared. It took our kennel staff quite a few weeks to get them to trust us. And with a little extra help from our staff and volunteers, look at the boys now. They have totally come out of their shells and are 2 little bright rays of sunshine. We love them so much. Dusty and Johnny would love a family who likes to be active and be outside like they do. The boys are also content to hang out on the couch for a snuggle session too. They are very best friends, and we would love nothing more than to see them adopted into the same home so they can spend their lives together. Sometimes they're a little bit nervous meeting new people, but it doesn't take them very long at all to show off their awesome personalities. If you are looking for 2 new best friends, please visit them at Michiana Humane Society.
It's on there.
Okay, good. I was just making sure.
Well,
So we are live on Facebook?
Yep.
yeah, the information
Okay.
is, well, now we're live back here too. So
That's
go ahead and tell them about your holiday.
all right. Okay. Well, since we just saw our little buddies there at MichianaPets.org, I wanted to let you know that in October, it is National Adopt a Pet Month. It is actually, there's 2 holidays they consider from, according to caninejournal.org. It is National Adopt a Dog Month and also National Adopt a Dog from a Shelter Month.
October is.
Yes.
So this would be a perfect time to go to Michiana Pets and get one of your new best friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, before the show, we had discussed something, and I think we're going to go ahead and do this. Is that right?
Actually, there's one more thing I wanted to mention.
Okay.
2 things, actually. 2 more
Okay.
holidays I want to mention while we're on the topic of it.
Okay.
We actually have, through this week up till the 17th, is National Veterinary Technician Week.
Oh.
So if you go to a specific vet, like we have our one vet that we usually go to all the time.
Yeah.
If you, especially those that are smaller vets offices and you see the same technicians all the time, you might want to stop in and drop off some candy or something like that to them. Take care of your favorite vet tech. And also, if you do go out and adopt your pet, it is National Obesity Awareness Month.
Oh.
So we want to make sure that we're walking our dogs, taking care of our dogs, and making sure that they don't become
pet
obese.
obesity.
Yes, pet obesity,
Oh,
dog
I thought
obesity.
they were talking about me.
No, jeez, obese. No, Pet Obesity Month.
Well, I thought maybe it was like, big people adopt pet month, so that we could
Oh my
walk them
gosh.
and lose weight. Okay, well, starting next week, what we are going to do for the Michiana Pets is anyone who shares this video, watches this video, whatever, if you go into Michiana Pets and you adopt one of the pets that we have shown on our video, we will send you a bully make. One of those boxes of toys that we showed you a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
We'll send you a bully make for your new best friend if you tell Brianne that our show is the reason you came in and got that pet, and you get a pet from them. We'll send you a box of toys from Bully Make.
That sounds like a good plan.
I like that idea.
You know, our dogs are still they
chewing on
still
them.
love that trident thing. That's their favorite. It's about this big when it was about this big. Yep. But you know, we've had 5 dogs chewing on it all the time, and it's held up pretty well.
It has held up very well. And I mean, the crab, they Ernie chews on a little bit. They play with it once in a while, but the trident is by far their favorite toy.
Yeah, so, I agree.
But yeah, so if you get a best friend from Michiana Pets, tell them that we sent you. And if Brianne says, hey, you know, so-and-so watched your show and came in and got a dog or cat, or, well, I guess it would have to be a dog because the toys are for a dog. Wouldn't do much good to send them a Bully Make cat box. But
the anyway, dog would be trying to chew out, the cat would be trying to chew on that.
So we'll send you a Bully Make box if you get a pet from Michiana Pets. So
you know what? One other holiday I just thought of that I have to tell you about.
Halloween.
No.
Well, that's in October.
October 22nd would be a perfect day to adopt your dog.
Why?
Because it is Make a Dog Happy Day.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's Make a Dog's Day. Yeah. That'd be
every
a great
dog
day.
has its day.
Yeah, every day.
It just happens to be October 22nd. Okay, so do we have a game? What do we got next, Alex?
We do. Today we are trying out something new. I actually had this set up for last week's podcast. We have a trivia game that I have made. Let me get that pulled up on the screen right now.
Oh, it's on the screen kind of thing. Okay.
Yes, I did set up a PowerPoint presentation to where you guys can see the questions. So on this game of trivia, Rich and Amy are going to have 3 rounds, each with 3 questions. Each round will increase in difficulty. Questions on round 1 will be worth 1 point. However, on round 2, they will double, and on round 3, they will be tripled. So whoever says their name after the question and answers are finished, so just like Wheel of Fortune, you guys got to finish or Jeopardy, sorry. When I finish the reading out the answers is when you guys are allowed to say your name. Whoever says their name first gets the first chance to answer the question.
Okay.
If you answer it wrong, the other player gets a chance to answer.
Okay.
And obviously the player with the most points at the end will win the game. Are you guys ready?
Okay,
yeah.
So what if there's a tie after the 9 questions?
I'm hoping there's not. Are we ready? We got round 1 starting. Let me get that set up. Round 1, question 1. Which of these is not a secondary color? Is it purple, orange, or blue?
Amy.
Rich.
Amy.
Blue.
Yeah.
Blue is correct.
Way too long to think about that.
Question 2. Amy now has 1 point. Question 2. Which country invented tea? Was it the United Kingdom, India, or China?
Amy.
Rich.
I heard Rich that time.
I hope that my grandpa taught me something. I'm going to go with C. China.
That's what I thought too.
Because my grandpa would always go, hey, you know what? We'd be like, what? Well, what about the price of tea in China? What? What is that? What is that? I don't know. I'm a 6-year-old kid. So I'm hoping that phrase came from
the fact that it's made in China.
And they just happen to really drink it in the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
But I think China was around a lot longer than the United Kingdom was too. So I'm going to go with C.
That is correct. The answer is China. Rich has got 1 point as well, so now they're tied.
Yeah.
The last question for round 1 is, what language has the most words? English, Spanish, or Japanese?
Amy?
Yes.
C?
That is incorrect.
Ooh.
Rich has a chance to answer.
Well, I guess it doesn't hurt me to answer it. So I'm going to go with A.
English is correct. Rich now has 2 points.
I actually just guessed because I wanted a point.
The end of round 1.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't really hurt to just try to be
Right.
first because
He
if you
didn't
guess
say
wrong,
if it-
there's no
yeah.
penalty.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
didn't think
why I
about
did
that.
it.
Okay, so here is our first question for round 2.
You should lose a point if you get it wrong. That should be a penalty. Oh, don't shh me.
Maybe we will incorporate that next time, but I'm not going to hold that
Hey.
against Amy.
All right, so I'm up 2-1 right now.
Yes.
Okay.
The first question for round 2 is, what is the capital city of Spain?
Rich.
I did not finish the
Oh,
answer.
that's right. You got to wait for the answers. I'm sorry. I forgot.
Madrid, Barcelona, or Granada?
All right, Rich.
Yes.
I believe it's A.
That is correct. The answer is Madrid. Let me get your
Yes.
points in. Rich now has 3 points to Amy's 1 point.
No, I have 4.
No?
I
Oh,
had
you
2.
have 3.
Round 2, there were 2
Oh,
points.
because they're double.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Oh,
Sorry, I
that
did forget that.
stinks.
Okay, so now Rich does have 4 points.
I could do math
He can indeed do math.
as
All
long
right.
as it's single digits.
Better
Yes.
than he can, apparently.
Okay, so now for question 2 of round 2. Which is the highest waterfall in the world? Is it Niagara Falls, Angel Falls, or Yosemite Falls?
Amy,
Amy?
I'm going to go with Yosemite Falls. C.
That is incorrect.
I know. That's what I thought.
I don't know what B is, but I'm pretty sure it's A.
I was going to go with A, but then I was like, nah, I'm going to change my mind.
A is also incorrect. It was Angel Falls, which is a waterfall in Venezuela, by the way.
Really?
Wow.
You don't have a picture of that, do you?
I do not have one
Oh.
loaded up.
Yosemite.
So nobody gets a point for that one. So now we are on the final question of round 2, which is, which continent has the oldest continually surviving rainforest? Is it South America, Asia, or Australia?
Rich.
Yes.
I'm going to go with Asia.
That is incorrect.
I didn't think so.
Okay. Amy
Yes.
is going to go with A.
That is also incorrect.
Australia has the...
Australia does
Wow.
have the oldest rainforest, which it was a prehistoric rainforest. It is called the Daintree Rainforest in Australia.
Wow.
I looked at pictures of it and it looked really, really cool.
And you have no pictures of that for us.
I do not have any pictures.
He
loaded
looked up
but-
pictures,
Yeah,
but didn't
okay.
save them for us to see.
So
So I'm still
that
4-1.
is- Yep, it is
Yep.
still 4-1. We are now on round 3, so the points are very precious here for you,
Yeah.
Amy. You can definitely pull ahead, but like I said, the questions are a little bit more difficult here. How many phases does the moon have? Is it 6, 8, or 16?
Amy?
Rich, I heard yours
Ooh.
first.
You went first.
I believe it's 6.
That's what I thought.
That is incorrect.
Oh.
It is
Really?
Amy's turn.
Harvest full, quarter, half.
Okay, Amy. I'm going to go with B.
It is 8.
Sweet.
Really?
There
I
are
just picked
8
4 points up.
phases of the moon.
You picked up 3.
Amy
Oh, yeah.
now has tied
I
up the
can't do math
game. It is
either.
4-4. We have 2 questions left. The next question is, which planet has the most gravity? Is it Jupiter,
You gotta read 'em.
Saturn, or Venus?
Rich.
Yes.
I believe it's A.
That is correct. Rich now has 7
Dang.
points.
Oh, yeah.
Meaning-
boy. You got to get this to tie or you lose.
Yep, meaning that we can end in the tie if Amy gets this next one, but Rich can also pull ahead to 10 points if he gets it. Here we go for our final
perfect 10.
question. Which animal does not have vocal cords? Is it a hyena, a rat, or a giraffe?
Amy,
Yes,
it is C.
Damn it.
that is correct.
Whoop, whoop.
That's what I was going to say,
Tied the
too.
game, which I guess,
She didn't make a
we will settle the
tiebreaker.
winner of this with our doggone liar if we do have time, because I did not bring a tiebreaker. I didn't expect you guys to get a tie, honestly.
You should know if it's going to happen wrong, it will.
Yeah, that is true.
All right. Well, while you're looking up whatever it is you're going to look up, I'm going to talk about this dog law that just went into effect in some portions of Northwest Indiana. What's our time at on our computer? Upper left corner.
14:38.
All right, we got time. Okay, so yeah, I'm not sure if we're live on Facebook, Alex, because I see the list of stuff, but I don't see the
Yeah,
video.
that's
So
what I was seeing as
is
well. but
anybody commenting? Because I'm not seeing any views either.
I didn't see any, but
Oh,
I
you're
did
right.
look on on YouTube, and we are live there.
Okay, so well, hopefully people are on YouTube, and well, no, because they're not, because we'd have zero. But anyway, so this past week in Dyer, Indiana, they are adapting policies that well, actually, Dyer and Highland both passed policies this past week about puppy mills. They have a law that pet stores cannot purchase puppies from puppy mills. Now, I need to do some more research on this because I have some questions. According to WGN Channel 9, the Dyer prohibits the sale of cats, dogs, and rabbits, but does not prevent pet stores from collaborating with animal care facilities or rescue organizations, which that's fine. If the pet store thinks they can help these other places find homes for their pets, I don't really see that as a bad thing. But there are no laws for breeders. But my question is, as far as I know, and from what research I've done so far, there is no license for a breeder. So what is the difference between a puppy mill and a breeder? Is it once you reach 10 dogs, once you reach 15 dogs, once you are breeding more than one female at a time? What is the rules? What is the law?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I don't think there is any.
But I will say that I have been to a breeder's house, and usually a breeder just has one breed. And then I've been to a puppy mill where we have purchased a puppy as well. And this lady was actually locally here many years ago, and she had Chihuahuas and rat terriers.
Okay, so in your mind, you're telling me the difference between a puppy mill and a breeder is just the fact they had more than one type of dog.
I mean, this lady had hundreds of dogs.
Okay,
at her
so
house.
now see, that's just exactly my point. What constitutes a breeder versus a puppy mill?
Right.
There's no law for a breeder. There's no license for a breeder. So what if the local government wants to go to Sally Smith's house, who's got Valley Bulldogs? She has to have, one litter, a new litter, and partial of an old litter. So she's maybe got 7 puppies. Is she a puppy mill? What if the government decides, yeah, we're going to call her a puppy mill?
Yeah.
There's no lines that I can find that distinguish what's the difference between the two. And that is a very dangerous thing to say, oh, well, we're going to ban puppy mills. Well, what is a puppy mill?
Yeah, and how do they know which ones to shut down? I mean, do they only shut them down if it's like to where it's cruelty against animals? I mean, that lady's house that we went to that had so many dogs. First of all, I thought there was no way she could care for all these animals because there was so many.
Yep.
I mean, we walked in and she said, okay, so what kind of dog are you here for? And I was like, really? And we told her, and she's like, oh, well, they're behind this couch. And she moved the couch out, and there was a mama dog nursing like 10 babies. And then there was a cat that had kittens, and they were on the counter she had newspapers on her countertops. And it was so many, and the place smelled so bad. So that, is not safe for those animals to be in. So maybe that's where they draw the line, where it just, isn't safe for the animals.
And I'm not trying to muddy the water between a breeder and a puppy mill, even though it kind of sounds that way. My concern is, how do you know a responsible breeder from an irresponsible breeder / headed toward a puppy mill? There's got to be a line somewhere.
Yeah.
And if breeders had a line, then they could follow the rules. But if there are no rules, does this law even make any sense? How do you distinguish who from what to when? Who do you bust? Who do you not bust? So again, and a part of it is ignorance. I've been trying to find out the answers to these questions. I don't have the answers yet. I reached out to a couple friends. I don't have any solid information. But if you are a breeder and you're listening to this show, please contact us, thebestdogpodcast @gmail.com. I want to talk to you. Even if you don't want to come on the show, I just want to talk to you off the record so I can get your thoughts, your point of view, and it gives me a little bit of knowledge to where when I talk to the next person, I can compile these thoughts, ideas, and statistics or whatever, because maybe there is a group out there of responsible breeders that are pushing for, give us a license, give us a way to be legal, give us a way to protect ourselves, because that's really what it boils down to. How do these breeders protect themselves from being called a puppy mill?
Yeah.
In the eyes of the public that don't know what's one from the other. When we first started this, we went to some breeders that they're called breeders, but they were kind of on the edge of did they really keep the best records for their dogs? Did they
Right.
really take all the proper veterinarian precautions and shots? And are they doing the right thing for their dogs? Or are they just having litters and selling them? And what's the difference between a puppy mill and a breeder who just does that?
Right.
Just breeds a dog, sells them, breeds a dog, sells them. To me, that's not a breeder. That to me is a puppy mill.
Right.
Because that's all they're
I
doing is
think I agree
abusing the
with
mama
that.
dog.
Yeah.
But in the eyes of most people, they call themselves breeders. So
Right.
I want to know what the difference is because I don't want to accuse somebody of wrongdoing. Maybe I'm wrong.
And you know, after our mama dog had her babies,
Mhm.
we didn't intentionally breed
No.
them, but what she went through, I actually started feeling like sorry
I do. To
for
this day, I do.
female dogs.
To this day, I still
I
feel
mean,
bad for mama.
yeah, I mean, it made me cry from what she went through and realizing that there are dogs that I don't want to say are living for that purpose.
But that's
But that's
some
kind of what,
breeders
yeah,
that they call themselves. That's what they do.
yeah,
They don't have 1,000 dogs. They just have
Mhm.
one dog that
has had
maybe they're
multiple
not
litters.
maybe they're not being the most responsible person
Mhm.
with that dog, and the mama is just being. I mean, because it takes a lot out of that dog to have a breed. Are they giving her the proper vitamins? Are they giving her the proper time in between? I mean, there's so
Yeah.
many things that go into this that
Maybe
a-
there
not-
are regulations that we don't
I
know
can't
about.
find them. That's the
yeah.
problem. What research I have done,
Mhm.
I can't in Northwest Indiana anyway.
Right.
See, and that's the other thing is there's no state law. There's no
Mhm.
state regulation.
Hmm.
So now it's county ordinance or city or whatever. And well, how do you find out every county's city ordinance? I don't know that kind of stuff. It's going to take me forever to go through every county
Yeah.
or I mean every town or city ordinance or whatever to figure out what the actual truth is. And it just scares me that people can't protect themselves when they just
Mhm.
make this sweeping law. If that's the case, if there's nothing to differentiate a breeder from a puppy mill or whatever, then how do you enforce the law? Because you don't have a clear definition of what those things are. And it aggravates me a little bit because good people can get caught up in a bad situation because the law is not intended to protect the people. They just want to make, oh, look what we did and look good to the press.
Mhm.
And that irritates the crap out of me.
Yeah.
I want the dogs to be treated properly and I want people to treat their dogs properly. That's why when mama went through what she went through, I felt horrible.
Yeah.
And I was like, how can people do this to these
Right.
dogs?
We discussed it many times after that.
And I did not want mama
Mhm.
to go through that
Right.
ever again.
Yeah.
And
well,
that's
she
why
couldn't, but
she couldn't.
I mean,
but,
she lost all of her female organs after that. But
I just
there
can't
was just-
imagine. I just it drives me
Nope.
crazy. So good for Dyer and good for what was the other town? Munster?
Highland.
Highland.
Mhm.
Highland and Dyer for trying
Mhm.
to do something. Maybe they we can get their city council to email us back or whatever, but we need more information on this.
Yeah.
So if there's anybody out there who's in a breeder or a local municipality situation that can give us more information, please send us an email. You don't have to come on the show. We don't even have to use your name. We can just say we spoke to a person of political position,
Right.
and we can leave you completely anonymous, but just kind of help us understand so we can help other people understand. Because when I've talked to people in dog groups on Facebook, you get 100 different ideas and 100 different answers, and nobody has a clear definition of what is what because there are no rules, there are no laws, there are no regulations.
Mhm.
So that's my little 10 cents on
Yeah.
that. So it's a little more than 2. That's why I said 10.
Yeah. Okay. So, Alex, do we have a doggone liar?
We do. I would say we have time for it. First, I did gather some pictures of the 2 trivia questions that you guys wanted to see. Here is Angel Falls from Venezuela, which is about 3,000 feet tall.
That's beautiful, but
That's
I
really
don't know
cool.
if I know I wouldn't want to be up at the top.
Definitely not. And then here is the ancient forest called Daintree in Australia.
Wow. Okay.
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, that just looks like a
Yeah.
forest. I think of a rainforest. I think of like
I
lots
think
of
it's swampy
greenery.
kinda.
Yeah, I did see some other pictures that looked like that, but I thought those looked
Okay.
like some pretty old looking trees. So that's
Yeah.
All right,
why
so
I
do you have
gave
a
that to
tiebreaker
them.
question?
I do. I was just gonna say that whoever wins the doggone liar.
Ah,
I didn't get a question. I didn't know that's what you wanted me to do.
That ain't
That's
right.
all right. We'll go
I'm
on to
sorry.
Doggone Liar.
Are we ready for Doggone Liar?
Yes.
Yeah.
On this segment, Doggone Liar, I have 3 statements for Rich and Amy, 2 of which are true and 1 of them that is a lie. I'm going to give them these statements and they need to guess which one is the lie. Are we ready? The current score, what is the score right now? I think Amy's in the lead.
6-5-5, ain't it?
I think it is 6-5-5. So Amy has 6 points and me and Rich are tied for 5. I need to fool them both in order to get a point. Here we go. Here's your first statement, and it is a wandering albatross has the largest wingspan of about 11 feet and can live to 50 years old.
I think that's true.
What the hell's an albatross?
Good. Question 2.
Okay, statement 2 is that the Armant dog breed is the only dog breed that is mentioned by name in the Bible.
Let's say that
I'm
again.
sorry,
Your
say
mom was
that?
talking.
The Armant dog breed is the only dog breed to be mentioned by name in the Bible.
All right. What's 3?
The third statement is that the elephant has a gestation period of almost 2 years.
All right. That's true. I hands down know that as a fact from watching National Geographic. It's like 19 months.
I'm going
That's
with A
true.
being a lie.
Okay.
You don't even know what it is.
That's why it's a lie.
An albatross is a bird.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
What kind of bird?
What do you mean? What kind of bird?
Just like a bird like you see outside?
A big bird.
Or like a
yeah.
bird like a big old Tropicana
And I
kind of
ain't
bird?
talking about Sesame Street. It's a big bird.
It's like it's like a wild I think it's by the sea traditionally, but
Well, I'm
You
going to
don't
go
know
with...
what an albatross
but
is, really.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Birdie, eagle, albatross. I'm pretty sure albatross is part of golf, right? In there, an albatross, or is that 8 strokes? Maybe it's really bad.
I'm supposed to know an albatross because of golf?
Okay, anyway, yeah, I'm maybe.
I don't
I'll
even
have
know golf.
Can I phone a friend? I need to call Henry real quick. Henry golfs a lot. I'm pretty sure it's in golf, but I know it's a bird. I'm for sure I know it's a bird.
I'm going
What was
with
that
A.
statement again?
The statement was that the wandering albatross has the largest wingspan, which is about 11 feet and can live to be 50 years old.
Everything on that is true, that to my knowledge, except for maybe the name. The wandering albatross might be the issue.
So it's a regular wild bird you see outside, and it's got a 50
Not around here.
50 foot
Not
wingspan.
Northwest Indiana. Now you need to go out into a jungle or something, or maybe a desert. I don't know where they live, but maybe it's another Australian type bird. I don't know, but I know it's a bird.
Okay. Well,
What was statement number 2?
The second statement was that the Armant dog breed is the only dog breed to be mentioned by name in the Bible.
Boy, I wish I knew
Oh.
more about dogs in the Bible. You could have went Matthew, Luke, John. You could have went with any of that. I probably would have been okay, but oh man, something makes me.
now I'm stuck between A and B.
I know it's not 3. I know it's not 3. And there's nobody helping us. Is there any viewers? Does that
Nope.
little clock say anything? No. Okay, I think our Facebook feed got messed up.
I think so too.
We keep telling people watch on YouTube. What do you think?
I think I'm going to stick with A. Just because I think you're going to go with B.
I want to stick with A. Because I think it's like last week. It's the name of the animal. Like with the whale. It wasn't a whale. It was a sponge. But I know the albatross is a whale is a whale too. So that's I think that's what he did. I think he did the same thing he did last week. Because the albatross is a real bird. I don't know if they have a wingspan of 11 feet though. That is.
You said 50.
No, he said 11. You just
11 feet.
11
They
Oh.
can live to be 50 years old.
Oh.
It's not crazy. It's not.
That's why. Okay.
Yeah, that's
all right.
that's not 50 years
Okay.
old, 11 feet. That's completely normal. All of that
Okay.
sounds normal. The name of the bird is what's tripping me up. But then I don't know about dogs in the Bible. Are there dogs? What if there are no dogs even mentioned in the Bible?
Well, they had sheep.
I know, but do you remember hearing them talk about their dog are not?
And there's a snake in the Bible.
Do you ever hear him talk about the dog?
There's donkeys.
They take the meat of the lamb. I've heard all that, but I've never heard him say anything about the dog. I do not remember anything about a dog in the Bible. I'm going with B.
Darn it.
I'm going with B. And I'm going to get that 6th point. I'm coming for you. We're going to be tied after today.
All right, then I'm sticking with A.
Go for it.
You're
You're going to be
see.
wrong and I'm going to be right.
That's all right, because next week I'll
All
kick
right.
your butt.
So
again.
final answers is
Yeah.
that Amy goes with statement 1, which was a wandering albatross has the largest wingspan of about 11 feet and can live to 50 years old. And Rich is going with statement B, which is the Armant dog breed is the only dog breed to be mentioned by name in the Bible.
Yeah.
You sure, Amy?
Yep.
Okay.
Why did he ask me that?
I was
and not you.
because you didn't say yeah, and Rich did.
Oh, I gotcha.
The correct statement that is a lie is B. Rich got it.
Boom!
The wandering albatross does have a wingspan of 11 feet and can live to 50 years old. The Armant dog breed is not the only dog to be mentioned by name in the Bible, but there is only one specific dog breed that has ever been said by name in the Bible, and that is a greyhound.
Wow.
Huh.
I chose the Armant. I'll show you guys a picture of the Armant. It is a Mediterranean / Middle Eastern sheepdog, herding dog. So that's why I chose that one, because I also saw that it was pretty old. I thought
It's
it could.
Benji on stilts.
It is.
That's kind of what it looks like, yeah. So
Mhm.
that's why I chose that one. I figured you guys might not know what an Armant is in the first place.
Nope.
So
I did
show me.
not.
Did you get the bird?
I will get the bird for you. Also,
Yeah,
the,
I want to see him
I got
with
a
his.
bird for you.
I want to see him with his wings spread all the way. I thought you were going to show me a different bird.
the
I don't know if there's
wandering-
children watching. I can't be doing that. Oh my goodness! No, I'm pretty sure there's an albatross in golf. I knew
Yeah, I don't
albatross was
know
a bird.
Nothing about golf.
But you never heard the word albatross.
I don't know.
Yeah. Black Knight wants to get
Hi,
out.
Black
He's over
Knight.
by the door.
Kitty, kitty.
He's
I know.
ready to
I
go.
could have swore the word albatross was used in a famous song too. I forgot which one it was.
Yeah, I think you might be right on that.
Here is the wandering albatross for you guys.
And it is called wandering albatross.
Yes, that is the name of the specific, because albatross is like a general bird term, like
Mhm.
as if
Gotcha.
you were saying like hummingbird, but there's many different types of hummingbirds.
Okay.
Here it is.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, I am pretty sure it's near
It's
ocean.
like a multicolored seagull.
Let me look specifically where it's from. Where it's at.
Okay, in golf, an albatross is something most golfers will never have the fortune to make. This scoring term, which represents 3 strokes under par in a single hole, is extremely difficult to achieve. The reason for that would be is to get 6 strokes, you'd have to have an incredibly long hole or difficult hole. And you would have to make a 6-shot golf 6-shot par in 3 shots. So you'd have to shoot extremely long, and that 3rd shot would have to land in the hole.
Okay.
So that's what I thought. I was like birdie, eagle, and I thought albatross was the next one, but I couldn't remember.
Yeah. My grandpa golfed a little
Mine
bit.
did too, and so did my
but
brother. That's
he-
why that stuck in my head.
I never would have known.
And
that.
11 feet, 50. Yeah, that all sounded. Yeah.
I was
Okay.
thinking that due to the size, I thought 50 years might be a little old, because I know that sometimes larger animals don't live as long.
Yeah, that's true.
Hmm.
Anyway,
So
right.
now our score for Doggone Liar series is 6-6, and then I'm left
He's
in the
got
dust
5.
with 5.
that's right.
That's all right. Next week it'll be 765.
You think so?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. I guess that does it for us tonight, right?
I think so.
Okay. So everybody have a good week. Don't forget to go online to michianapets.org. Check out the animals that they have, because they have a lot more than just dogs.
Mhm.
So check them out, and make sure before you decide that you're going gung-ho to go and adopt that dog, call in, make sure that dog is still available.
Yep.
And go in and spend some time with them. Make sure that y'all get along and take your
Yep.
pet. Didn't they say you could take your pet there
I
too?
think that's when you call, they'll let you know how to go
Yeah.
about doing that. Maybe not the first visit.
Right. Yeah. So
So,
take home your new friend.
and we'll send you a bully make box.
Yeah. All right. We'll see y'all next week.
Are we out?
It's loading.
No, I mean, is it?
Yeah, it buffers for some reason when I hit end broadcast.
Oh, usually it pops up a little thing on our screen that says
Yeah.
broadcast ended.
It will any second now because I already clicked end.
And then when it gives you that rating, rate it negative and put something that
Oh,
it
hold
did not